Hello everyone, it's Crystal Ether here, and I'll be reviewing the heroes released in Helios' 11th survival event. Jude and Victor are an unlikely duo, but I'm sure they'll be able to cook up something chaotic together. Joining the roster as technique cards is a bit of a detriment to the overall balance of the game, but we'll see how these two intend to work in practice. Before we begin, I just want to make a note that if you really like the card, then go for it. This is a single player game, so you should enjoy your roster how you like. School Dr. Jude has arrived to advise students ensure they perform at their best. Equipped with a special brand of TLC, this card will keep your heroes fighting fit, regardless of whether they want to or not. Don't be fooled by his numerous skill effects, because the long cooldown and hefty cost requirements restricts Jude's ability to keep his teammates healthy against hard-hitting bosses. Remember that the current survival event is tailor-made to make the event heroes look impressive. This Jude's second skill is wild, as it demonstrates the hero's healing prowess towards an ally while empowering their damage against passion types. Just ignore the bleed debuff, it's not a big deal. What do you mean you got her? Jude's a good doctor, right? In any case, maintaining Jude's HP is vital to activating his first skill, but a single unlucky hit can knock him out even with the massive healing regeneration buff he provides. Players using this card will likely have to keep Jude's HP topped up by carrying another healing skill, or risk it and hope he doesn't hit. Either way, it's not effective in practice, but it's definitely funny. Unfortunately, Jude lacks support-oriented frames that aren't generic boosts to the team. I'd recommend equipping Jude with the Falling reward frame, as it provides healing to all allies and can help Jude survive and in turn restores his allies' HP. If extra healing isn't required, then the Sparkle farmable frame can provide a nice bit of BP gauge to all allies. The other farmable 4-star frames from this arc are alright if you don't own this one, but regenerate several less points of BP gauge even when maxed out. Lastly, you can't go wrong with the Hunting frame. Stay with me, higher DPS is just mitigating future damage. I don't know what the fuss is about. Jude's clearly a capable doctor. Look, he even told you to get more rest. What could possibly go wrong? This gotcha's teacher theme means that Victor isn't far behind, eager to share his knowledge to anyone who will listen. Taking a more offensive approach compared to his usual role, Victor follows Jude in inflicting skill damage while also providing minor offensive support in an attack buff and defense debuff. The random targeting that comes from his damage skill can actually be useful, especially when farming expert stages for tickets or the occasional multi-enemy boss battle. Unfortunately, this Victor lacks strong modifiers for his skills, so he can't overcome his lower rarity as a 3-star card. His buffs are also easily replicated by welfares and other common cards alike, so there isn't much to write home about for a niche case where skill damage is useful. Players planning to use this card should relegate Victor to a support role and disregard his skill damage, as he doesn't have enough to truly justify a DPS role. The Mentor's Halloween frame remains a strong choice in buffing a DPS ally, but budget options include his Waterfront frame, for providing a damage modifier against passion foes, and his Chapter 7 frame, which grants a damage modifier to all allies against poisoned enemies, while also inflicting that debuff for 30 BP gauge. Dr. Ares and Professor Valentine are nowhere near the top of the meta, and I recommend rolling for them only if you absolutely love the characters or want to fill in the niches listed on screen. The next main story update is also around the corner, so you might want to hold off on rolling for these cards. That's all for this analysis. If you enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Otherwise, I'll see you all in the next video.